You're an inspiration to self control.
이 꽃의 나라는 덕으로 다스려야 하는 법.
Is this any better? Can you hear me now, Plato? I should be able to. It would help if I had the correct microphone selected. Is that a yes? Is that a no? I know there's a delay, so waiting patiently. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. So, 16 minutes into the stream, after I'm on mute for the first 9 fucking minutes, and then I finally realize I have the wrong microphone selected in OBS Studio. Yeah, bit of a hum still. Well, I'll figure that out later, Cat. I'm just fucking happy y'all can hear me at the moment. Oh, noob streamer alert, noob streamer alert. All right. So we'll run through everything for the third fucking time. Now that you guys can hear me. I don't even know how many people are in the stream. Let me just, I gotta figure out which 3 monitors to put all this crap on, and it's always fun, right? 1 person watching. That's fabulous. But there are 2 of you typing in chat, so there's obviously more than 1 person. Alright, let's do this again. I don't know as this will be a long stream. Rather embarrassing, but it is what it is. So 3 days left in KVK. We're going to get all the rewards except for the final Chronicle reward, which is the 3 sanctuaries. We split that 2v2 with our allies, and our allies are going to occupy the Zig at the end. We had some good allies. Didn't make it difficult on us. They have one alliance here that's got 4 stars already, so they kind of wanted that 5th, that moon icon or whatever the hell it is, and we're not ones to just bicker and over a petty icon. Yeah, there's a coin at the end, but we're getting 3 coins already, and really. This was one of the easier KVKs we've ever had. The fire and the earth camp really didn't do much. They kind of came out at the beginning and said their only goal this KVK was not to give us kills. Well, they didn't do so well there. I think I got about 1 billion kill points regardless. Just fighting them mainly during kill event or enemy elimination whenever they poke their noses out. We'd try and port where we needed to port and do what we needed to do to get those kills in. So basically been farming gems now for day after day after day, which is nice. Didn't have to buy packs then. Can do some spinning of the wheel tonight and go from there. Probably spinning tonight for CJ. I want to ultimately get CJ behind Scipio and move my Honda then behind Trajan. That would, I think, give me some 7 super solid marches. There's 1 Boudica YSG, Nibu Tommy. Then we got the Scipio Honda right now. After Scipio Honda, we got the Guan Leo. I currently run Mulan behind Trajan. Then we got your Nevsky Joan and your XY William. Every now and then I'll throw a 3rd Archer March out there. I got a 4th Archer March if I want to do that as well. It just depends how many cavalry the enemy has on the field. I did pop a 30-day city skin just for shits and grins. We're doing some rallying. I was MF softened him up here a little bit with his XY Joan, and then I moved in with my Attila Takeda and just beat the shit out of this guy. That was quite a crazy report. There's another Attila Takeda rally. I forget, is that the same guy? Yeah, that's the same guy. So, did some damage to him. Effectively, his KVK was over. Here's another Attila Takeda rally on a smaller city. This was the one rally we got in, I think, before they bubbled. But Kusunoki Charles, 2 million deads. So, had a good time. Rallied some cities. The best part about playing this game is hanging out with the people in chat. Those late nights, those 30-hour marathons in a D Kingdom when there's only 4 or 5 people online and awake. That's the fun in this game. We might get testy with each other from time to time. Cat may piss and moan and go off at me. I may snap at her. But, family is never having to say you're sorry, right? And that's the whole reason I play this game anymore, is to play with these guys. MF is an absolute monster. Possibly the most humble whale I have ever met in my life. He will pass on first, second, third in MGEs and say, no, you guys need it, you guys take it. He really truly understands that this is a team game. The biggest whale in the world is only as strong as the people around him. They can't do it alone. They can only put 7 marches on the field. So he really understands that. And he is very humble in that respect, very generous in that respect, and hardly ever asks for a first place in an MGE. Mavic is an absolute monster as well. Just, look at his kills, look at his deaths. We have got some phenomenal players here who really all play for each other, and that's why I love it here so much. Resurgence, I think he's been in the top 5 for honor the past 2 KVKs, and he's an absolute monster on the field too. JPI, 8 billion kill points, 38 million deads. Everybody's like that. Cat's like that too. Nearly 4.7 billion kill points, 23 million deads. Obviously, none of us care about troops. When we see MF swarming a city, we're going in right behind them. When I say fear the swarm, fear the swarm. 70 million, 80 million, 100 million. We don't care. We'll fucking swarm it down. Oh, you're sending a Pakal Herald? Do you think we won't swarm that? Think again. Sending an Attila Takeda? Think we won't swarm that? Think again. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's the fun in playing this game, is doing those types of things with friends. Overall, this KVK, again, I think I got 1 billion kill points. My deads aren't crazy. 1.8 million deads, all at T5, but, and that's just from swarming things, swarming cities. Been fun, though. It's always fun playing with these guys. As far as commanders go, really since my last update video, I haven't done much with commanders. I maxed Joan. I think that was in my last video. Don't quote me on that. I'm still a few commanders short. I think there's 11. I don't have expertise yet. Wu, I'll probably never do her, even though Redline might swear by her. Charlemagne, yeah, I don't think so. Theodora, slowly working on Theo on those in those MGEs. Chandragupta, same thing. I want to get Jadwiga first, but then I'll probably circle back and work on Chandra and MGEs, not throwing gold heads into him. Lubu, what are you going to say? Lubu is Lubu. I'm not going to work on him. Montezuma, hey, if I get Montezuma heads in an MGE, great. If not, no big deal. Right now, my priorities are probably Jadwiga and Flavius in MGEs. I want to get those two. Suleiman, probably never. Bertrand, maybe eventually. Tutmosis, working on him with the daily chests. And then Janzika, I think Jan is going to be after Jadwiga. I don't see much value in him unless you have Jadwiga first. Maybe that'll change as we watch some of these KVKs that are going on. But that's where my commanders stand. Everything is max level 60. And that comes from, people don't give Guardians enough credit. You do Guardians twice a day for 3 years, you're going to max every commander out there. You're not going to need to use a whole lot of XP books. Yeah, I mean, I've got enough books here to max. I don't know how many commanders when those commanders come out. So, looking forward to the new commanders. Let's hope that. Thanks, Plato. Let's hope they don't pump them out too quickly. But at the same time, it's nice to finally, after 3 years, be in a position where, I can max some commanders when they come out on day one and not have to always work from behind. Hey, noob. How's it going? So that's kind of where we stand. I wish I had more AP than this going into the next KVK, hopefully relatively quickly here. Don't know why he got timed out. Rage from Plato. Rage from Plato. Okay, thanks, Plato. So just kind of waiting here for the clock to hit reset so we can do the spinning of the wheel. My voice is so deep. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I'll give you my 900 number at the end of the stream. It's $4.99 per minute. No, I'm just kidding. But I have been told I have a deep voice, so I guess, I don't know. Hey, my wife likes it. That's all that matters, right? Grab some more of these gems. As far as equipment goes, I guess we can run through equipment. This is what I have on Richard. Use him in my Canyon lineup. I also use this as garrison equipment on Zenobia. Next, where are you? This is the speed burner. I have a full set of 310,000 T1 cavalries that I use in Ark of Osiris. Use it with Cow to capture that obelisk. Also, it's funner than hell running around the altar area when the enemy has a dark altar with with T1 cavalry, making them chase you all around the cavalry, not letting them chase you all around that box, not letting them cap that box. It's an absolute blast at times. I love my T1 cavalry. Here's my equipment on Guan. I use Guan Scipio until I get 6 marches. Then I go to Guan Leo and Scipio Honda. Where are we here? This is my 4th set of archer gear. This is my 2nd set of archer gear. Trajan is so damn slow. I've got Windswept on him, plus I think this was the first thing I ever procced, and I procced it. Didn't know what the hell I was doing in the game at that time. I made it legendary. It was for my Ethelfled, but now I can use it on Trajan. XY, this is my 2nd set of cavalry. This is my 3rd set of archer gear here. This is my first set of cavalry gear. Can use it to rally if need be. Yeah, we have others that have better. Resurgence has much better. Oh, I see a Mitchy Mitch. This is my another set of infantry gear. It's not that fantastic, but again, I don't use Scipio as primary until I have 6 marches. And this right here, this is the Pride and Joy. This is the archer set to rule all archer sets. Do we want to burn somebody today? We can burn somebody today. I am personally in Kingdom 1029. You want to burn somebody? Let's go burn somebody. Let's have some fun. We'll have to go back to Home Kingdom. We'll burn somebody, and then we'll do some wheel spins here. I'm gonna switch to my farm here for just a second so that I can buy the daily chests. I do the buying on an Android device so I can get those Google Play points. Besides, then I don't have to give Lilith my actual credit card number, right? So this is my first farm. Nothing too brilliant. I don't even have T5 on this one yet. This one I am trying to get to 100 million power with only T4 troops. Daily special offer done. All right, let's get back on the main. All right, so before we go back to Home Kingdom and burn a troublemaker, hey, 7, I'll take 7. That's much better than the normal 1 to 3 that I get. I'll take 7 there. All right, so we want to have some fun. Head home. Let's see if he has bubbled. He has not. So there's a group of players here who have never participated in KVK. They have absolute garbage statistics. You know, they were probably here from the beginning. And all they do from time to time is try and steal Goldhead events, try and screw with our mightiest governors. So whenever we find them on the map, it's always a good time to zero them. So I don't know if he's got any troops. We will soon see. I do not want to scout him and give him a heads up that I am here and I am coming.
If it be a sin to covet honor, once more into the breach, dear friend.
Не жертвуйте собой напрасно.
If it be a sin to covet
Yeah, and let's do one more archer march.
Не жертвуйте.
Spirits, grant me the strength to protect my tribe. The wicked deserve no greater mercy than death.
Let's see if he's trained. Let's see if he's got resources. We've got Calca on the wall.
下，某去便来。
Quality content. Yeah, Plato, I never seen you swarm a city. Come on, let's go.
常在此，有且真下，某去便来。官军常在此，有且真下，某去便来。
The wicked does
有且真下，某去便来。
Let's see. Oh, he's still got troops. He's still got troops. 4,000 troops. Let's get him.
有且真下，某去便来。
Did he have resources? Nope, no resources. See, they've wised up. They've wised up. They don't keep resources in their city anymore. Deads. Good, good, good. Either his hospital was still full or we filled it up. If there's one thing you guys will find out about me real quick, I absolutely hate all these red dots. I hate having reports sitting here. You know, I rarely even check reports. The report for me, did I sad face or did the enemy sad face? Okay, the enemy sad faced, it was a good day. Strategic Reserve got 12th. Oh boy, I was 18th in stage 1. I think I have a 6th place ranking this KVK, or this MGE. So that guy's dealt with. Get back here into the KVK map. Back to my gem farming spot. Which was somewhere around here. All right, it's wheel time, boys. Joan, don't need Joan. I've got Scipio done, Harold's done, Guan's done, Alex is done, CJ, my friend. It's all you. It's all you. So we'll do that free spin. Anyone else here always get an 8 or a 1 spot on their free spin when they're doing it on their farm, but never on your main? Seems like it always happens. Always happens. Gold head, I'll take it. I'll take it. Gold stars, can always use those. Hey, there's one. Okay, okay. 1 gold head, 1 CJ. Let's do it again. Okay, let's go. Ugh. Getting wrecked here. No 8s yet. Exactly, Jose. Exactly. Every time. Sorry if there's some background noise. My son's moving the garbage out to the front for garbage day tomorrow. Oh. Oh, that's a Bulba spin right there. There's one at least. I'm not counting because, yeah, I would probably curl up into the fetal position, go into a corner and cry. There's an 8 spot. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, oh. Yeah, those building speed ups, Mitch. Hell yeah. I only need 500,000 more of those, and I'll have 14 years worth, right? Three. Oh, come on, give me an 8. Give me an 8. Bastard. Research. Gold. I always use gold. I'll never complain about gold. Unless that's all it frickin' gives me. There's another 8. So 2 8s so far. Okay, okay. I guess I can't complain about that. Well, I can complain about anything I want, but... So 9. Yeah, 9. Okay. There's an... Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay, okay. My bubble luck is gone. My bubble luck is gone. Last 5 for today. Let's get another 8. Let's get another 8. I won't be greedy. I'll take 1. Please, 1. Please, 1. Alright, well, 3 8 spots, 62 spins. I guess I won't complain much about that. I've had worse. I've had better. I think the commander that hooked me on the wheel was YSG. The first time I ever spun for YSG, my first 5 spin ever, I got an 8, an 8, an 8, and a 1. So that was what, 3 times 8? That's what, 24, right? 25. You know, I got 25 YSG heads, my first ever 5 spin. So, yeah, that's what kind of hooked me on the wheel right then and there. All right, so, hey, we can pop an upgrade on him. Hell yeah. 5541. Getting there. Getting there. If I really needed to max him, I could, but I'm just going to wait. We'll keep spinning the wheel, keep doing our thing there. Trying to save some heads and keep those heads saved up so that when Archer Commanders come out, I can insta-max both of them right away. Jeez, what do we want from here? Hey, let's do Cleopatra. It's always good to have 230 extra Cleopatras, right? She's kind of hot. She's kind of hot. I mean, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Cleo? Kind of sexy. I wouldn't mind that. Maybe get my wife a Cleopatra outfit for Halloween. Nice, Mitch. 489. Nice. What are you going for next? Sorry, I gotta clear out these red dots before it drives me crazy. Nothing drives me absolutely batshit crazy like these red dots. So, you know, being a small kingdom, we have kind of a unwritten yet written rule that we only hit players in our alliance 1 time per day. Not even sure what you're saving for. That's good though. I mean, that's good though. It's always nice to have some in the bank. You know, there were 2.5 years there where I was constantly playing from behind. You know, that's Imperium Kingdoms are both a blessing and a curse. You know, it's fun as hell to fight in those huge ass battles, but at the same time, I mean, competing with some of those guys for MGE spots is absolutely insane. You know, there's probably a year and a half I wasted my life in Kingdom 1039, where Solomar won every single MGE out there just by going to 200 million on training day. You know, it was very rare for somebody else to win an MGE. And thus, you know, I was always getting 2 heads here, 3 heads there. You know, it would take 3 or 4 MGEs just to unlock a commander, let alone get enough sculptures to max a commander. You know, here we have things that are very tightly controlled. We have a top 15 for every MGE. You know, we have a 5 million overall point limitation. You know, so 11 through 15 get just above 5 million points. You know, top placement, you know, generally around 20, 25 million, and we kind of work our way down from there. You know, people that don't go by this, we zero them. You know, just like you saw, I ported, that guy had troops, I zeroed him. He has been a violator in the past, so every chance we get, we zero those violators until they get the fuck out. We do not play well with others, I guess. Just a lot of people find this humorous. Where Alliance, where are we here? If you migrate here without permission, you are food. You will be zeroed until you leave. Follow the kingdom and event rules. Failure to do so will get you zeroed. No drama. Create drama. Get zeroed. Do you see a theme here? You fuck with us, we zero you. Period. KVK diplomacy. We don't play well with others. You know, although, you know, diplomacy is a different ball of wax. Migration is by invite only. We track stats, yada, yada, yada. Food, zero at will. Anyone in these 5 alliances, zero at will. You know, if we see them on the map, we see their farmers out, you know, we find their cities, they're done. They're gone. We'll zero them every single time we see them, just because, you know, they're troublemakers in those alliances and they just need to leave the kingdom. So, you know, it's a tightly managed kingdom, a small group of highly competitive, highly active fighters that enjoy playing together. You know, really. Anything you guys want to see in here? Let me see if I can make any equipment that I actually need. Yeah, I don't want any of that. Don't want any of that. Really, I mean, the thing that I'm saving for right now is I mean, you might have seen it. It's my one drawback as far as equipment goes, I think. You know, I've focused on getting really solid equipment on my marches, you know, specifically my Archer March, where I've got the one fully proc set, I've got the one, another complete set, 4 out of 6 on another, but I'm lacking in legendary accessories. You know, I've got the one ring, the one horn, the one dagger, a lucky coin, and then war drums. I just did the war drums last week. You know, so that's what I'm really trying to work on next, along with getting my third set of third complete set for my archers. Once I think I make a few more of these legendary accessories, I think I'll be in a much nicer place. You know, I do have 4 fully proc silent trials, and what is this? 6, 7, 8, 9 fully proc Delanes that I'm supplementing until I get those legendary accessories. War drums or horn? I don't know. I just made the war drums. I will have to let you know. If you can run multiple war drums, yeah, this is only a 10% chance, but it gives you 50 rage and troops 2 nearby allies 50 rage as well. The horn just impacts the march that it's on, but it's a 30% chance. So I would say ideally I'd want 2 or 3 marches with war drums, and then, maybe my main rally march with the horn, or my main damage dealing march with the horn. Because even if it's only a 10% chance, if I got 2 or 3 of these, that increases my odds of that going off tremendously. And that's impacting 3 marches, not just the one. So, besides it's what, 20 materials cheaper and much easier to get. That's my thought process anyway. When I watch players like Seawill or see some of these JST or 60 GT marches, especially in the middle for Ark of Osiris, they're running multiple war drums on those marches. You can just tell their skills are firing off so freaking quick, and not just the skills for their troops, but all of their marches, all of their teammates' marches around them. So, that leads me to believe that war drums is a much bigger thing than people have made it out to be in the past. But the next accessory I go for is I'm going to get another ring, and then I'm probably going to get 2 more war drums before I do anything else. Just so I can start firing off that rage like an absolute maniac. But, that's just me. To each his own. Yeah, that's one smart dude, that Seawill guy. That's one smart dude. And I know not years ago, it seems like years ago in Rise of Kingdoms terms, but John Wick had made a video about overraging. Him and Dragothian went back and forth for a period of time about, raging versus over-raging, too much rage, too little rage, whatever it was. I really didn't follow the series of 6 videos back and forth. But, I trust John Wick, but at the same time, there's so many marches out there now that debuff rage. You kind of need those rage buffs, so I am finding that I like having that horn. I like having the war drums. When MF is out on the field fighting and he's got war drums, when other players on our team are out fighting and we have war drums, there are times we can swarm down a march and we'll get off 1 skill volley and that march will be dead. So I'm just a sheep, so I do what I'm told. Nah, you've got some knowledge there. Don't sell yourself short. Let's okay, I'm gonna thump my own chest here. Dun dun dun. How many people have that, right? Here's my puppy. Probably 9, 10 years old puppy. We got her as a rescue. Some jackass in Texas tied her up outside of a kill shelter after she could no longer produce puppies. So the shelter she was on death row, and a fabulous rescue service up here in Wisconsin found her, brought her up here, and we adopted her. And she is absolutely one of the best dogs I have ever owned. I've heard her bark twice in 2 years, and both times it was when she felt my wife was threatened in some way, shape, or form. One time I had a buddy over, and my friend talks with his hands a lot, right? He was talking to my wife, and he was waving his hands all around, and the dog Macy got in between them, and she barked at him, and he's kind of like, whoa, what the fuck? Bazzy Baz is now a moderator. It's kind of funny. Almost everyone in the chat's a moderator. But this dog is absolutely amazing. She is fantastic. Very protective of my wife, which is absolutely fine with me. If I'm not around, I know the dog is there to protect her. But yeah, absolutely the most loving dog and the most grateful dog, and we are so blessed that we were able to find her and rescue her from a kill shelter in Texas. This is currently where I'm sitting. I'm only 51 miles from Lambeau Field in the beautiful city of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Very small town. I would never go back to living in a big city. It's so nice. You can get wherever you need to go in less than 10 minutes and through a maximum number of 2 stoplights, right? Yeah, and other than a Red Lobster, we've pretty much got everything you want here in town. What else? You want to talk about Osiris League? Osiris League? Do they have the full schedule out yet? Oh my goodness, they do. That only took them an extra 24 hours, right? This is, I don't know what to make of this. OV against VC56 again, right? They played in the grand finals, in that invitational grand finals. Granted, VC56 had 5 players not show up. But they played then again in this last group stage of 32. And now Lilith plops them in the same bracket against each other in the first round of 16. For starters, it is very, very hard to beat the same team 3 times in a row. Very hard. That's why they do a best 2 out of 3. You've seen them, you know what their strategy is. They either have to change up their strategy. Both teams are going to have to change up their strategy because they've got tape on each other, right? You don't see players in the NFL, or you don't see teams in the NFL playing each other 3 times in a row. It's rare that it happens 3 times in the same season. But you'll hear commentators there all the time say it's very difficult to beat the same team 3 times. The same holds true here. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous that they got paired up again. And then I don't know. I don't know which A to B to C to 2, A2 to H1 or whatever it was last year. But I wouldn't mind. If they're gonna do this manually, it would be nice to see JST and 1V on opposite sides, so that they can potentially meet in the finals again. At some point here, they're gonna play each other. 93T, 1V, JST, Navi. They've got the 4, what I consider to be strongest teams, on the one side of this division. It's just weird how they did this year. I mean, we'll have to see how it plays out, but I don't know. It is what it is. Exactly, Baz. Even in baseball, when they have a doubleheader, the lineup is different in each game. So I mean, we'll see. This whole season just doesn't sit well in my throat with me. From the original 512 teams where half of the matches weren't even competitive. I mean, you could fart into the wind and beat half of those teams out there. Half of the teams didn't even show up. And then once we get to the top 32, there were teams in the top 32 that didn't even show up. Absolutely ridiculous. Lilith really needs to take a look at what they're doing here. I think on a weekly basis, players want to see competitive matches. They don't want to see these matches where one team gets absolutely slobber-knockered by another team. It's very hard to sit through those matches in the first group stage. It's not pleasant. It's not fun. Coming from an environment in OV season 3 where you had 2 or 3 practice matches a week, you had John Wick and other leaders on the team that would schedule an hour on Discord with each individual player to walk through minute by minute what you were supposed to do in the match. It's just, and they dumbed down Osiris quite a bit when they made folks able to teleport with your marches on the field. That minute by minute planning, and okay, you have to kill all your troops by 3 minutes and 12 seconds so you can teleport at the 4 minute and 9 second mark. That element isn't there anymore. But still, the amount of time some of these teams put in to prepare for these matches, the practice matches that they have, the planning that takes place, the meeting and coaching and watching other teams, it's an insult to those good teams out there that are doing that type of planning, spending that amount of time in this game to be the best of the best, only to have a round of 512 where half the fucking teams don't show up. Yeah, I mean, Baz asked in chat, what do you think about Chisgle's idea winning KVK and Osiris League, getting your Hall of Heroes back for the match, to make it competitive so folks not show up because they'd have no troops. Yeah. I understand where he's going with that. I don't necessarily disagree. But if we want to do that, why don't we just give every single player 2 million of each troop to start the match to begin with? Make it even Steven. Do the invitational setup from the beginning. Where everybody's got every commander, you've got 2 million of each troop type, or whatever the case may be, a full march of cavalry maybe as T1s. The reason that they don't do that is because money. They want the teams that spend the money to be in here, the 1Vs. The 60 GTs, those teams that are, I hate to say dedicated to Osiris League, but those teams that put in more effort than others do to get to the top of Osiris League, they want them still spending the money to do it. And some of these teams that don't show up, it's just because of lack of planning. It has... you can't tell me that, I think last season, 307 had a team not show up, right? You can't tell me that a kingdom as big as 307 cannot spare 30 players from their KVK for an hour to go play in a top 32 or whatever it was, top 16 match. You can't tell me that. It's lack of planning, right? If you're going to be in KVK and you have Osiris League coming up, maybe you don't swarm that 150 million city. Maybe you join a rally instead. Because Osiris League affects KVK. KVK affects Osiris League, right? You're going to have some teams that are going to go absolutely crazy in KVK and kill all their troops off if they know they're going to get the Hall of Heroes when it comes to Osiris League. You have other teams that are going to spend the time and plan accordingly so that they still have enough troops to do what they need to do in Osiris League while still being effective in KVK. I mean, you don't see teams like the top tier teams, which I consider 1V 60 GT. You don't see them not going crazy in KVK to save troops for Osiris League, or, you know, using Osiris League as an excuse for losing a KVK. So I don't know. It's a fine line you walk there, I think, as the game developers. Yeah, that was this last thing with 307, right? Is they didn't want to take their troops back. I think the season before, though, they had a team that didn't show up because they were up all night fighting in KVK. You know, but yeah, it you know, I understand the point of migration and I get it, but I don't know. There's no right answer. I just feel for the players that were on those Osiris League teams and were told, yeah, sorry, we're not playing in Osiris this week. You know, keep your hospital double filled or whatever the case may be so we can get new migrants in. And those migrants may not even show up. They may not even play in the next KVK. So you're asking some people to sacrifice for others who have not proven themselves to be there for the kingdom, to support the kingdom, to fight for the kingdom. You know, you're asking players to sit out of Osiris League and basically, you know, not participate, because those first group stages, you're basically giving those away. You're not going to advance. So you're asking 30 players, 60 players, 90 players to sit out so that you can get migrants into the kingdom that you don't know with 100% certainty are going to perform for your kingdom. That's hard. You know, I love Mad Phantom. I have lots of friends in 307, but I don't necessarily agree with that decision, right? But then, you know, that's opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. So, but you know, as far as this goes, where did I put my bets this year? Events. Let's look at Eye for Talent. I've got a bunch on 1V. I threw some on 1021. You know, I think Blackjack. I think if anyone can beat 1V, it's Blackjack. And then, you know, just for sentimental reasons, I got to throw a coin on OV. You know, they season 1 champions, season 3 champions. They may have lost a step. They may not be what they once used to be, but you know, they did right by me. And you know, season 1 everybody counted them out. Season 3 everybody counted them out. So you never know, right? In the Anubis realm, no question here. Everything's on 60 GT. So, and I don't know much about Bastet. I don't know much about Sobek, so I don't even touch those with a 10-foot pole. You know, this week, I don't know who I'm going to bet on. Oh, is this Blackpink? No, that's Black. Whoa, what the hell? What the hell is up with that? We might throw some coins on Blackjack if these odds stay here. You know, TR, you can never count those guys out. You know, they've got some players on there. You know, not just Redline, not just Bunny, but Diesel is a fantastic arc planner. You know, those guys have consistently performed better and better and better every year. I'm really surprised by some of this voting. Okay, obviously everyone's going to dump on 1V JST. Whoa, holy crap. this might, like I said, it's hard to beat the same team 3 times in a row. This could be a sleeper here. Although there's that so-called Baba curse, right? 56 has that Baba curse, so maybe they can get that monkey off of their back. We'll see. I don't know. If betting stays like this, it's going to be quite interesting watching some of these guys' bets this week. Check Lost Canyon. Okay, good. Here's my lineup in case y'all are interested. See ya, Plato. Thanks for stopping in. Tell the missus hello. So that's, that's where we're at. For those of you that were late joining, you can laugh at me, make memes, whatever the case may be. I think I had my microphone muted for the first 9 minutes of the stream, and then I had the wrong microphone selected in OBS, and nobody could hear me for the next 7 minutes. So I think I repeated myself like 3 times, not knowing, being a complete and total YouTube streamer noob. As my son walks out in the garage and just is laughing at me. Really didn't have much today, though. Just wanted to spin the wheel and kind of work out some of these kinks with this new microphone, this new setup. Obviously, there were kinks to work out, so I'm glad I did before it came to a nice longer stream. Drago still does that. Well, okay, that makes me feel a little better. I guess everyone's their own worst critic, right? I do want to test a couple other things. Let me know if you guys can hear these sounds.
Fire! 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 Fire!
That should be Beavis and Butthead. Fire, fire, fire.
You need to shut the fuck up! English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
You're an inspiration for birth control.
Were you able to hear all those, Baz? They're not coming through my headset. I think Streamlabs or I think OBS is just playing them. There should have been a fire. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, okay, cool. Got a couple scenes to test out quick. Where are we here? That goes back to
You're an inspiration for birth control. You're an inspiration for birth control.
Inspiration for birth control. You like that one, Kat? We'll go back to Rise of Kingdoms here. Okay, cool. Well, it looks like all that stuff is working, barring the minor technical difficulties at the start of the stream. I think we're good. It is. Do you still hear a hum, Cat? That kind of concerned me, but. Be Right Back plays Fire also. Okay, alright, well, I can deal with that. I gotta get some explosions and shit in here, so if we watch KVKs or something, we can do that as the flags burn. And I wish I could hear them on my headset, though, but oh well. So, and this is the endings.
You're an inspiration to self control.
Fire!
Yeah, okay. Baz, are you hearing a hum too from the microphone? Something I gotta fine tune on my end then, I guess. Oh, KVK2? Did you migrate your main account back? Okay. Trying to see if there's any fights going on here, but we're just been free burning. So. Yep, everything's free burning. Guy just sitting in the middle of the enemy cities, nobody doing a damn thing about it. Oh, nice. That sounds like fun. Did they make a jumper group and then bring you back in with them, or? Did they reestablish their accounts, or? Cat is asking what kingdom you're from. $10.12 and then quit, and these guys in 1582. 1012. Wow, that's an old ass account. And for those of you that are thinking MF spends a whole shit ton of money in this game, yeah, not a lot. Not a lot. Not a lot. Do you see? Not a lot. Do you not like some of these other whales who absolutely go off? I forget if this list command's in here or, oh yeah, it gives you a link to click on, right? Let's make sure some of these work. Cat, you can just send this recruit link every single time somebody asks about recruiting. Exclamation point recruit. I haven't done the Lambo command yet, but I do have Go Pack Go that pops up like every 42 minutes, so we're good. We're good. All right, so good. Those are working. Seems like everything is functioning, if not for the idiot noob streamer and no microphone for the first 15 minutes. I think we'd be golden. But I think I'm going to call it. This old man starts work at 4 a.m. on a daily basis, so we're going to kind of wind down here, hit the sack. Sorry, cat. It is what it is, right? We're going to call it a stream. We're going to hit the sack. I'm going to try and do these more often. I wanted to stream on Saturday. And on Sunday, but every time I went to sit down and fire up a stream, there were already 6 or 8 other streamers going, and I just didn't feel like competing with the likes of Chisgull and Dragothian or all the umpteen players that were trying to stream ARC matches. So we'll fire these up from time to time. I'll try and give people advance notice if there's things going on in game, or hit me up on Discord. If there's civil wars or something going on that you want to see covered, and we'll see what we can do to fire up a stream. But thank you, everyone. I don't even know how many people are watching, but I'm going to assume it's a whole crowd of 3 or 4. So thank you, everyone, for jumping on.